So, anyways, I mean, we've been trying to get you on this interview for a long time now, almost a few months, but you're a
Yeah,
busy guy.
yeah. I try to stay busy. I got a lot of different things going on. Always trying to um, get myself out of my home city.
Hmm. Yeah, are you from Michigan, born and raised?
I was born in Florida actually, and then my dad moved up here because of Fermi. It's a power plant,
Hmm.
and so then I started my. I was from here from elementary school all the way up.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, I did do some research because since we didn't talk that much in the past, I had to do some digging, see what you're all about, and it seemed like you just were raised as a, hardworking guy. Kind of started off doing, I guess, cutting grass, and one thing led to another, right?
yeah, that's it. Yes, brothers and I started mowing lawns, and then I got into computers from there.
Hmm. Yeah, because I read, did you even go to high school? It sounded like you skipped high school and went straight to college, but I wasn't sure by reading your bio.
I did both, oddly enough. I took an ACT test, kind of like the SAT, when
Hmm.
I was in seventh grade. Yeah, I was at a Montessori school. I had a really weird middle school kind of time. But so in seventh grade, I was in Montessori, took the ACT, got like a 27, which isn't perfect, but it was supposed to kind of gauge where you're at. And so then they said, I had 30s, 32, I think, in math and 32 in science at that time. And so they're like, well, you probably can look at just skipping school together. And I think it was a crazy idea, but we followed it up anyway. And so I got accepted into the local community college at 13.
Hmm.
And before I went to take any classes, my parents pulled me out and said that basically I'm going to be antisocial and live a unfulfilling life if I go that route.
Hmm.
Mhm. I actually, I'm a journal guy. I keep journals, and I still have the journal entry where I was angry, absolutely angry with my parents that they did that. And then, like the very next entry, a couple months later, it says, "Man, I'm actually glad they did it."
Right. So you actually went to high school first and then college eventually, right?
I did dual enrolled, so I did both from that time on. I skipped ninth grade. You know,
Hmm.
they tried placing me, so I skipped ninth grade and then dual enrolled the rest of the time.
Are you in school now? Because I remember I emailed you a long time ago and I was like, can we do an interview this week? And you said, I have class today. I was like, what are you talking about? Why do you have class?
Yeah, so I've been at that damn community college for more than 10 years of my life.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I have, I guess, what you would consider equivalent of an associate's, but I'll be honest, I love learning. I absolutely love it, but there's something about the college, at least community college structure, that I get very antsy. I get very bored quickly, and don't know what that is. But I'll tell you what, my like thirst for knowledge is insatiable. But you sit me in a classroom for that long, and I start to bounce around.
How much longer do you have until you get your degree?
Well, I mean, my dream, my goal is to have an MBA, just
Hmm.
kind of to confirm the experience. And I mean, I guess I could do two or three classes and have an associate's, but that's kind of curtailing your education. So I want to get at least an undergrad, a bachelor's degree, and reevaluate my spot from there.
Do you think you need to finish school and do all that stuff? Because it sounds like you're doing okay. You're not doing bad by any means.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because some of my mentors haven't finished college degrees either, and it, I don't know. I'm on the fence because I love learning, but perfect example. When you and I were talking last, I actually was in an accounting class. Mind you, I've been running a business for 10 years, just about, well, yeah, now it's 11 years, and I didn't know half the stuff in that class, and ends up I come out of that class going, holy crap, I can actually, manage my own business better. So that was a basic class, and it clearly helped me. Um, ended up making even more money from going to school. So, it's like a balance, I guess.
Hmm. So tell me about your IT company, because that seems like that's like the big thing for you now and what you've been doing since you were, I guess, under 18 years old, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually started it when I was still wetting the bed. Kind of a wild little detail there. I,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of life transition there. But I started it when I was 16 unofficially, fixing neighbors' computers. And, honestly, looking back, I was doing more damage to some of those computers than I was doing good, but I was solving their problems.
Mm-hmm.
And then the moment I turned 18, so December 16th, the day my birthday, the day I turned 18, I literally signed a rental agreement with not neighbors, but they were friends of friends for a little 500 square foot office space. I had no idea how I was going to pay for it. It was $500 a month, and at that time that was huge money. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna be able to do this. My parents got pissed. They conveniently forget this part, but they were so pissed they wanted to kick me out of the house, and I spent that night there at that at that office space.
Mm-hmm.
But because they felt I was being reckless, and that it was going to end up coming back on their credit or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And the first year of that business, we made $79,000 net revenue. So my first year in business, we billed 79 grand, and that was myself, my brother, and one of our friends from college. Because I was trying to go to college
Mm-hmm.
part time at that time as well, and we weren't taking paychecks, and it was crazy. It was fun, and each year it grew from there, and I would say about, and this is being very, very candid, about 2005, 2006, we capped. We hit a certain number where we've gotten much more profitable from then, but we've never actually exceeded that revenue. And so that's where my mind started wandering. Is like, okay, well, we've got this awesome, successful business. Now I want to do more. I want to keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of where all of my other ventures and crazy ideas kind of came around that time.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any background in IT? Because it sounded like you were fixing computers first, and to do what you guys are doing, from what it seemed like on the website, a lot of stuff, from like servers to infrastructure and web development is something you guys, kind of learned on your own, do in house, and handle everything, or is it kind of something that you kind of learned along the way and went to school for?
Yeah. Well, I think if anybody's story could be a come from the simplest beginnings to the point I am now, it really is my story, because I started by fixing neighbors' computers, and then I got A plus certified, which I don't even know if they still do that nowadays. But that was like basically a certification to be able to fix PCs.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I went into Cisco certification, like the Cisco routers and internet, and then Microsoft. And I got all those certifications within that first year. Just studying, reading, taking the tests, and doing well there.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, our residential customers, some of our neighbors were owned businesses, and then those businesses would pay us what, I don't know, $200 at most a month to take care of their computers or whatnot. But we built a reputation with them to then take on larger enterprises. So we had a couple strokes of good luck, and we happened to take care of a lot of different doctors' offices in the area, and that's really kind of the segue. And so then as we were going, uh, it kind of turned this thing where, okay, now we're forced to be HIPAA compliant, which is a strict guideline for technology in healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
So it really was very organic the way we grew. So I don't have. I mean, do I have an education in IT? I mean, as far as from experience, yes, and then it necessitating me to get certifications and approvals along the way.
So, are you serving only the local market? Do you have clients all over?
Vast majority of our clients are the local market, but then we have a handful out in the greater Detroit area, but it's few and far between.
So, did you have like a one like big break for you where you've had like this, you had smaller clients kind of in the beginning, and then someone huge came about and gave you a lot of money, and kind of I guess, had some big expectations. Did something like that ever happen to you?
You know, I always waited for that to happen, and no, nothing like that.